All right, what's good, YouTube? Today we're checking out the worst anime hot takes of all time. Yes, this is gonna be a good video. I am excited for this. If you guys are locked in, then actually lock in, because when it comes to anime hot takes, I get a little bit pretty heated when people have like their hot takes and they're really bad, because I'm just like, bro, how does your brain construct that thought? Y'all didn't hear the beginning of the video, so I'll replay it.
An unpopular anime opinion.
I just wanted to put that out there.
Didn't really go through.
Stop the cap. With anime becoming
Basically all I said about Guts, because I had to replay the video because there was no audio, is if you have heard what Guts has been through and you are a normal human being and you don't have like a taste in horror and like you just like the violent aspect of certain mangas or manhwas and just stories that have an actual like intense story to them, you're never reading Berserk, because holy, that motherfucker, my boy Guts, has been through basically the same amount of pain that it would feel as if your guts were being ripped out of you. I feel like that's basically what he went through in a more straightforward terminology. I'm just letting you know, do not read Berserk if you're a normal human. As for me, I'm gonna delve into it one day, I promise. Continue, chat.
more mainstream and platforms.
Check out the Twitch if you want to see these done live.
Oh, snap, my bad.
And then here I said,
people sharing
who
their-
the hell calls it X? I call it Twitter still. If you guys call it X, fair enough. It would have been a cool thing in the beginning, I think, because our mentality would have been shifted towards X. But since we've called it Twitter for so long and it's such a shitter, it made so much sense for it to be whoa, hello there, to be named Twitter.
opinions on anime. This, of course, leads to
Awesome.
people saying
Appreciate the biddies again.
I'm just spreading
Boom.
misinformation, and of course, people are gonna listen to their favorite creators and spread the same nonsense. So today we
That's
look at
valid.
some of the worst takes. I've
Hell
ever
yeah.
seen, and I'll try my
I love
best
his
not
like
to
little,
hate
I
you.
like,
no hate to
yeah, tell me that ain't like a fire ass PNG, bro. My guy's picture, PFP, PNG, yada yada, is Lion King, bro. I believe that's Simba. I'm not too sure. I haven't watched Lion King in a while. I need to.
Any of the creators.
I'm LARPing. Okay, Luffy's Red Rock is now definitely more iconic than Kamehameha, and it surpassed the Goku legacy. I just want to put this out there. I know what the Kamehameha is. I've known what the Kamehameha is since I was basically in my mother's womb, and I have never even heard the Red Rock one time in my entire life. Maybe once. I've probably seen it, but I did not know the name, because guess what? I haven't finished One Piece, and if I need to finish a show to know what that is, it is not more iconic than the GOAT himself, Goku, the Kamehameha. I probably wouldn't have known who Goku was, but I'm pretty sure I knew Goku was. I knew Goku, Luffy, and Naruto were before I watched anime, but it was never to the levels that I do now where I actually watch anime. But the Kamehameha was something I was doing when I was 10 years old. I swear to God, I was doing that shit when I was like, when I came out of my mother's womb, and I'm like, Kamehameha, and the doctors went, what? You know what I mean? They literally disappeared. That's how iconic the Kamehameha is. I'm telling you, there's levels to this shit, and Luffy's Red Rock is nowhere near that level.
Okay, I don't know about y'all, but whenever someone starts to glaze something a bit too much, do you feel the need to cancel out the glaze? Maybe I'm just a hater, but that.
No, I don't feel the need to cancel out the glaze. I just feel the need to back the fuck up, because I'm gonna get stuck in the glaze. Like, that's what's gonna happen. Like, it's gonna be me stuck in the Everglades. You know what I mean?
That's me with One Piece. I know One Piece is golden, and I love it too. But
Well,
when
One
I
Piece
see
is
things like this,
awesome.
I just can't help but.
But there's
starting to hate,
different
especially
levels
on
to certain
delusional takes.
aspects.
One thing we have to make known right here: barring Pokemon, Dragon Ball Z is the most iconic anime. I want to
Wait.
make known right here: barring Pokemon, Dragon Ball Z is the most iconic anime. I don't want to hear about no Demon Slayer or AOT or something. You don't have to like the story of Dragon Ball, but you
100%.
can't deny its popularity. Many people
100%.
know about Goku and the Dragon Balls. Heck, even people who don't watch anime may vaguely know about DBZ. Most anime fans know the story of
I would argue that Naruto and Dragon Ball are very, very similar, because like Naruto is the one like a lot of the people I talk to knew about without. I think Naruto and Dragon Ball are very similar, but I think Dragon Ball is definitely more popular. I think Naruto comes second though.
Dragon Ball Z, even if they didn't watch it, because it's that iconic. Essentially, Dragon Ball Z is the father of shonen anime. I don't care if you like the Red Rock more than
100%.
Kamehameha. The way it debuted in one of the best episodes in One Piece, I wouldn't blame you. But if we use an unbiased lens, we all know that way more people have heard of the Kamehameha than the Red Rock.
Not even
People are
close.
probably yelling the
It's
Kamehameha 10
literally
times
not
before they
close.
yell Red Rock. Is Red Rock even Luffy's most iconic move? Most fans starting the series will probably relate more with the Gum Gum pistol or the Gum Gum Gatling.
Yep,
Maybe
Gum
this
Gum
is me. I
Gatling.
just want y'all to know, when y'all say delusional takes like this, you make the community look crazy, so you gotta stop doing it.
Bro, I don't even think it's not even a debate. The Espadas would cook exterminators, bro.
Wait, what?
Debate. the Espadas would cook.
I don't want to spend too long on this one, but this is easily one of the craziest things I've ever heard. This take ignores the basic premise of power creep shown in anime, but it also has multiple other implications that make my brain hurt. Like I said in my Grammy video, I am not a power scaler, but I do think a caveman can prove this take wrong. The Espada were not weak by any means, but relative to the Stern Raiders, they are.
So I'm gonna skip this one. I mean, I'll let him talk and listen. I don't really want to know too much about this because I haven't finished Bleach, but basically he disagrees very much.
Nowhere.
What is an unpopular anime opinion that y'all have?
Guts didn't really go through shit, and people keep him overhyping him.
I mean, he's gonna talk about it, and y'all know how this is gonna be. It's gonna just be pretty much the same premise as my opinion, but I almost said Gon. Guts literally saw everybody he cares about die. His best friend is the person who is the bad guy. I don't know why you're trying to take his side. Like, no, but for real, I genuinely, like, the love of his life, the best friend, group of friends, the whole world, everything, himself. Dude, like, I haven't even read it, and I know enough to know that you are absolutely tripping balls if you think that Guts didn't even go through that much. I love when motherfuckers love to put their own opinions into certain instances that have to do with, like, emotional states. Like, for example, a lot of people will be like, Demon Slayer doesn't even have that complicated of a story. And I'm like, yeah, bro, so what if you were in Tanjiro's shoes? You're telling me that shit wouldn't be a complicated life? You having to absolutely grind your power to get back up there and be stronger and end up fighting? Well, it's not about that. It's about the momentary fights. No, brother, it's about the entire buildup. That's what the story is. The story isn't one moment or 10 moments where you didn't like. It's the whole thing combined, bro. The whole, every instance, every second, every moment, every year, every day, every moment in time, in a second, and every instance in Tanjiro's life is part of that story. It is the moment where he leaves the house. And if you haven't seen the first episode of Demon Slayer, mute this second on Twitch. And if you haven't seen it on YouTube, mute it for literally like 5 seconds. I'll put a prompt up on screen. And for Twitch, I'll go like this to let you know to unmute. Anyway, if you guys don't know, in the first episode, Tanjiro leaves his house, stays overnight at a different house, and comes home in the morning after going and getting, I believe, firewood or charcoal. I'm not exactly sure which one, but he ends up coming home, and then he goes ahead and sees his entire family murdered, and then his sister turned into a demon, who then tries to attack him, and he has to subdue, and finally he gets lucky, also having to defend her so she doesn't die, with no battle skills against a fucking trained warrior, and barely manages to save her life. And she barely manages to, like, take control of being who she is. Had she taken one bite of blood or anything, she would have been f***ed. So, with that being said, that is the beginning. That is the first episode. That is the first instance that we are introduced to Demon Slayer. I hate when people go ahead and say, oh, the story's not that great, the story's not that in depth. Bro, you're not looking at the story, you're looking at instances. You're looking at the fight scene where Tanjiro gets back up for the 7th time. Brother, what else is he supposed to do in that situation? Like, I understand, yeah, it's a little fucking tedious, but you're watching a goddamn anime. Shut your fucking mouth. This ain't an IRL ass show. I love when things come out that are more realistic and people are like, oh, this is too realistic, I don't like it. Like, goddamn, bro, people are never gonna be happy. Anyway, this is what I was saying.
Guts didn't really go through nothing. I know it's supposed to be an unpopular opinion, but you know what? Let's hear him out. Let's actually give this guy a chance.
Okay, he got as a baby, so what? He got cooked. Oh, too bad, nigga.
Y'all see what I'm talking about, right? TikTok and Twitter cooked hot takes. People just say things nowadays to just say things. He's acting like that's the only thing that's happened to Guts. Let's run off the list of things that happened to Guts. Off rip, he was born from his mother's hanging corpse. As a child, he was raised by a man who was willing to sell him to a predator for 3 coins. Then the same man who raised him tried to kill him in a drunken rage, and Guts had to end him. Then we can fast forward a bit to when Guts found a group he could really call a family, along with a best friend and a girlfriend.
Mind you, by the way, his girlfriend loved his best friend, and his best friend, on top of this, ready for this, his best friend literally, like, is the reason that Guts ended up leaving to become who he was, and then his best friend ended up having to go through some crazy
His best
shit.
friend decided to make a deal with evil beings to achieve his dreams. This deal required the sacrifices all those friends Guts made, and this guy who was supposed to be Guts' best friend also R-worded Guts' girlfriend in front of him. I didn't even get through half of this guy's suffering, but I think y'all get the point. In the video, he tries to say, but Kaneki was tortured. Yes, this is true, but two things can be true at the same.
Are you trying to say that just because Kaneki had a bad life, that Guts, his life isn't bad? I want you to preface the ending of that scene where he just showed Guts and he watched his girlfriend get, you know, like, brother, what the fuck do you think that was for him?
Time. Are we Ooga Booga cavemen who can only see things in black and white? Now, I don't know what this guy's been through, but it'd have to be insane if you can just look at Guts' story and say, man, not that bad. The amount of things going wrong in your life to equate to Guts' suffering is so improbable that this take is just chatting. Next take.
How long anime MCs would last in the One Piece verse? Okay, first off, Isagi would be fine because the One Piece verse is just basically a normal verse on majority of the like planet except the like the East Blue or whatever it is, right? That part of the world. Asta is fucking steamrolling. Meliodas is drip dropping. Goku Black, I believe that is. I'm not sure if that's correct. Eren Yeager is destroying everything. Bro, Ichigo is fucking running. Bro, Natsu is actually obliterating. Natsu is a fucking god, bro. Okay, let's just start off with Ichigo, bro. Ichigo I don't even know, like, I can't even like put into words of what that guy is because I don't fully understand it to that level. But he's dead, but like alive. He's like a reaper, a soul reaper, bro. Bon Kai, like he's cutting through all these bitches. He's Zoro basically, like another, even I would say a stronger version of Zoro. Then we got Naruto, brother. Wasn't Naruto fighting on the moon? And then Deku, bro. Deku full power is absolutely running through this world. He's like, it's like Deku is like a cracked up person who's eating 10 different goddamn fruits, except he can swim. Then you got Blue Lock, bro. Isagi is living a normal life if he just lives like a normal human being. There are normal humans in this world. The fact that they say this is insane. Isagi is driven by football. If he wasn't driven by football, it would be a different relation to. It would be different relation to what he was doing in that world, which means he would be living in the sense of like, okay, I'm just a farmer or something, and he would just be focused on that. And honestly, if he got a fucking fruit, bro would be dedicated. He would be locked. I want to remind you, Luffy is a normal fucking human, from what I know. By the way, what I know, I don't know more than that, but there's a lot of normal humans who've eaten a fruit or just gotten strong in general. Goku, that one's valid, but brother is living way longer. He lived long. These people lived longer in their verse, and majority of their verses are harder. Eren Yeager is running rampant. I can't believe he put 5 years for Eren and 5 hours for Ichigo. I swear to God, they just slapped some time on the board and said, well, yep, you gotta do a damn day. I'm gonna get some views for this one. Bro, probably got a comment to like ratio. If you don't know what that means, it means they got way more comments and likes, and that's embarrassing. Natsu is actually like bewildering. Like that might be one of the worst on this list. The bottom, like the top row and the bottom row, like honestly, they're all so bad. Asta being this, bro.
Wow.
They're all so,
I don't even know
bro.
what to say about this list. I'm flabbergasted. It has to be bait or something. Anyone who has watched any of these anime know that this list is
it's literally bait.
How does a soccer player last longer in One Piece than Ichigo? How does Deku last longer than Ichigo? Who was killing Ichigo in One Piece, period? I guarantee you, not many people are surviving.
I don't know too much about
show. And don't even talk about hockey, because if it took bro 2.5 days to learn Bankai, he's gonna learn hockey quick enough so he's not getting rocked all the time. Then we can move on to Naruto. Naruto only lasts 1 year in One Piece. I don't know what it is with Naruto fans and One Piece fans, but I feel like they be beefing for no reason. Seriously, I dare you to go on TikTok and look up anything related to Naruto or Luffy's character. I'd say like 80% of the time, you'll see a comment from one fan page going after the other anime. Similarly to Ichigo, I can't see Naruto living in One Piece for 1 year and not learning about hockey at some point. I feel like 1 year is enough time for Naruto to learn some type of hockey, and once that happens, it's actually over. Bro can just spam shadow clones to train it super fast. I also don't know how Meliodas lasts only an hour and Natsu lasts only 5 minutes. No one is doing anything against the son of the Demon King. And if you drop Naruto into any One Piece arc, he's frying up everyone barring any Logia users. I
just want to mind you, I don't know how many people know this, but Natsu is this is a spoiler, so shut your ears for literally 10 seconds. Natsu is a god slayer. He is a god slayer.
I have to mention why Goku Black surviving only 10 years is insane to say. This man is gonna terrorize humanity and make the celestial dragons look like good guys. I really just feel like whoever made this list was just trolling or something, because there's actually no way.
Please hit on Asta and.
Oh my goodness, I lost some brain cells doing this
Bro,
video.
fucking
hope you enjoyed the
W video, bro.
Some of the worst takes you've ever heard. Anyways,
I love this video, bro. This guy's a fucking goat, man. Hell yeah, bro. Oh my god, bro. I don't have an account on this one, but I gotta go back and subscribe to this guy. This guy is a fucking banger video. Woo! Let me know if you guys agree, disagree, whatever you feel, let me know. Yeah, that was a W video. Go check out the original video down below and the original video link to my channel and other things. One link's all you need to click down below for me if you guys want to check out my videos, my channels, or my Twitch where you can see this done live. One link, click that, boom, and you'll see everything else. Join the Discord as well because we're trying to build a great community. See you guys in there.